Yeah, welcome to the United Community Channel. Fucking, this is your match reaction. Chelsea 4, United 3. I get the graphics put up in a minute while the lads are talking. Disgraceful ending to the game by Manchester United. Again, and again, and again. Fucking disgraceful. Get your comments in. Please hit a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll jump straight into it as always. We've got Desi, we've got Chris, and we've got Ben. Lads, have a chat amongst yourselves there because I don't know what to say.
What can you say?
Yeah.
I mean, I think this match just sealed the end of Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag's going to be gone. I mean, players aren't doing what they're supposed to. It's not finishing games, so the manager's going to suffer, I think.
Anyone agree?
It's looking that way, innit? I agree, yeah. But like you say, it's just players can't manage your game, can they?
No, I mean, like, it was all so good. You know what I mean? All so good up until that last minute or two, or whatever the case may be. Let's try and do a little bit of it in chronological order here, and see what we can get out of it. First of all, let's start with the penalties. I know I obviously got my opinions in live, but Desi, let me know, like, were they soft? Should they have been penalties? I know there's a bit of naivety on both of them, but they look very soft to me.
The first one's very soft, but the second one's just fucking clumsy back at that time of the game.
Yeah.
Game management, the game we talked about it last week, it's look, Jack, to be honest with you, I'm fucking done with this team. I'm sick of watching them. Look, man, it doesn't matter what manager comes in there. As you said last week, we need an overhaul, we need change, and that's just it. Do you know what I mean? The season's gone. It's like, as you said there, 1 minute you're laughing and the next minute you're losing the match. It's criminal stuff. But in terms of the penalties, I think the first one was soft, but the second one was stupid.
Yeah.
We're always going to get a penalty at that time of the game as well when he comes in from behind. Like, it's a stupid foul. When he done it, I was thinking, what are you fucking at? Like, he was running so fast, the ball. Like, Nana had that post covered. He would have had to cut it back. Palmer was coming in from behind him, and I think Kobe Manning probably had him covered. So it was a stupid, clumsy challenge.
Any uptake on that, Chris?
I mean, I don't think either of them are penalties. I mean, the first one, Kukurea looks like someone shot him. His both legs went out, and Anthony didn't even touch him. Like, it looked like from the beginning, it looked like it, but when you look at it in replay, he goes to step in and then he stops, and then Kukurea anticipates him stepping in and then falls over. The second one, like you said, Madueke takes another step with his foot. Like, he didn't. Madueke knew he lost the ball. I mean, soft. I mean, like Desi said, the low should not be making. I mean, I don't know how he what he's doing. You just got to stay in front. You got to keep your man in front of you. That's the bottom line. And and then I'm gonna laugh. I mean, last year McMuffin tackled a guy in the box to give him a penalty, and he's even trying to step in. He doesn't step in front of the ball. He tries to step and get a little bit of his chest on the ball. If you're going to step and block the ball, block the ball. Don't just lean into it a little bit. It's raining. It's everything. That's not a wise thing to do. I mean, if you look at the shot, if he doesn't step into the ball, Nana has it covered. So I don't know. It's just, and now you have to listen to Cole Palmer say how well he played. Go away.
Ben, any uptake on that with the penalties? Should any of them done any better? I know are like I'm still under the impression that the second one, like the initial contact between Madueke's, the sole of his foot and the top of Delaw's foot. All right, there is contact there, but he takes another step with that foot. If that's the foot that you make contact with, surely you go down as soon as there's contact made.
Yeah, of course you do. Personally, I just think you shouldn't have given the ref that option, Dallo.
Yeah,
I think we had it covered.
Yeah.
Stamford Bridge, last minute, he's going to give it in it. Look at the game that he's played, the ref. You could tell he were on their team tonight.
Yeah, I mean, fuck me. Let's try and get a few positives in it. Chris, Garnacho had a really good game. Scored 2 goals. Great finish for the first one, and really brave for the second one. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Talk away.
I mean, the last 8 minutes. I mean, we played good.
Chris,
Garnacho played well.
you're breaking up on us there.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, but I mean, Garnacho played well. I think Anthony played well. He had nice. He had.
Yeah, you're breaking up on us again, Chris. Come out and come back in. Desi, take over there about Garnacho.
Yeah, well, he's the best player on the pitch for us, wasn't he? Especially when he got the ball, he was going at them. Game was very open, both sides. Thought Anthony played his best game for us. I think Mount looked really sharp when he come on.
Who?
Do you think he hit Mason Mount? Like, I know he only come on for the last few minutes, but just his sharpness and his touching of the ball, keeping the ball 1-2 touch. Like, you know, hopefully next year is his year for us.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I thought he looked very sharp when he came on. He looked composed on the ball. Didn't give it away or.
No, and then his willingness to run and get the ball back, even though he was only on for a few minutes. But like, could you imagine if you have him on for a full match? Can he do that over a full match?
I agree with you.
And he's definitely looked a little bit more urgent than Rashford does on a football field at the minute. So, different option, you know.
Yeah, Chris, go on. What were you saying there about Garnacho? Sorry.
I think Garnacho played really well. I think Anthony played really well. I don't think Hoyland should have come off. I think Rashford needs to stay on the bench. Rashford does nothing. I mean, granted, on Crawl gave him all that, but he doesn't, like you just said, Jack. He gives no effort, and I can't apologize for him anymore.
Yeah. It's inexcusable. It's absolutely inexcusable. You know what I mean?
It really is, and it's bad. It's just, he doesn't run. I mean, like you said, he came on for what, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and he doesn't run. Like, he should have enough energy. He's running all over the place, causing havoc. Yeah. And it's like he doesn't know what he's doing, and I can't apologize for him anymore. He needs to just be sat down and be done.
Yeah.
What pisses me off though, Jack?
Yeah.
Is when they get that corner and we just go asleep.
Yeah. It would remind you of the corner Liverpool scored against Barcelona at the time, nearly.
Like, it's like, hold on a minute, if you're just giving away a penalty, they've got their backs up, we give them a corner, and it was like we just all switched off.
Yeah.
Actually, when Cole Palmer was receiving the ball, Rashford was still running towards the goal, not looking to see what was going on with the ball, and all of a sudden he turned around and the ball was in the back of the net. I was thinking, what is he at? Like, what is going on? How do you all just go asleep in a split second and the dying stages of a game when you've just conceded? Surely you want to say, right, we can't let them score now again.
Yeah.
Well, the worst is that before they even take the corner, everybody and all those guys in the front of the box, are all pointing to Cole Palmer. Everybody's pointing at each other. You go get them, and no one goes to get them.
Yeah.
Suicide defender.
Absolutely. Let me get down through some of the comments here. We'll see what people have to say. Danny says, these players are bottle jobs. We had that game won and then they threw it away. It was a good comeback, but the end finish was a joke. These players need to keep hopes up for nothing. Paul says, it's a joke, boys. We're absolute third. The ref was on the books. Absolute fucking joke. I agree. Couldn't agree more. Lewis is gutted. He says, no positives, lads, says Paul. Well, see, the thing about it is, that's the funny thing. If the game had have ended 7 minutes earlier, we would have an awful lot of positives to be talking about. You know what I mean? And you have to kind of blank off the disappointment of the end and see what we can talk about. Rajat says, not blaming Delo or Anthony, but Man United were shite today. Reese says that ref was sold something down the nearest alley on his way there, no doubt. TT says, best team won, lads. Same shit every week. Were they the best team?
No.
I don't think they were. I don't think they were. A draw, maybe you could say, because they dominated large parts of the first half. We dominated large parts of the second half.
They made the most of their opportunities, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference. I mean, when they had an opportunity, they scored. I mean, they didn't create a lot of opportunities. Like we talked about our midfield, their field, they had more money.
Yeah. I know. Let me keep going here. Callum says, never a penalty, sack the ref and VAR. Michael says, should Cole Palmer's winner have been ruled out for offside? No, he took a shot from the edge of the box. Only positives in this shit show is the season is nearly over. Yeah, that's true. John says, tempting to build a team again without Champions League football. We don't deserve top four by the way we have played this season. Only a handful of players have any passion. Ten Hag's in trouble. Yeah, well, let's start on that point then, Desi. I mean, how many more nails does it take for this guy to, sew up his future in the coffin?
Can't see a way back from that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not saying it's wholly his fault. He's made some bad decisions. Some of his substitutions have been questioned in a couple of games. Some non-shapes, like in terms of changing formations during games, and he hasn't really done himself any favors. I'm not saying it's all him. These players are fucking useless.
Yeah.
That doesn't help.
Talk to me about tonight specifically, because I thought he got a lot of his change. Well, I think he got all of his changes right tonight, but he was just let down again by the players.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You know
another
what I mean?
Another manager.
This is a fucking fan forum, lads. I shouldn't be saying these things.
Yeah. He can't win either way, isn't that what's the best way to put it? No matter what he does, it's not working for him. And unfortunately, I'd say his days are numbered.
Ben, do you bite the bullet and say Ten Hag with a different set of players is a different Ten Hag, or does it have to be just change?
For different players, yeah, it'll work. I think. Look at all the players that are there. How many managers we've been through with these players?
Yeah.
So just another manager getting into it, but there's something not right, isn't there? The players give up on him.
Like they have on fucking 3 or 4 other managers as well. Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing I think is wrong, Jack, is that if you say new players, yeah, fair enough, new players, he stays there. But the mentality within the club now and the belief behind them, that's going to be fading with every game that they play now, because there's nothing really changing from the start of the season. You're not going to be able to get rid of the whole squad and bring in a whole new squad and say, here, there you go, try with them.
Yeah, I know what you
mean.
know
what I mean? I don't think a few new players coming in is going to give them a lift, and then he's all of a sudden going to be a good manager again. I think he's lost the dressing room, to be honest with you.
Chris, what do you think?
They thrown him under the bus as well as that, So
yeah, I agree with you. Chris?
I think it's. I mean, I got to put it on the players.
Love the T-shirt, by the way. I meant to say it to you. Love the T-shirt.
I got to be honest with you, Jack. The T-shirt and wait, I got the phone.
Deadly.
So, but the difference is that I think the players are just.
Link in the description. Buy your merch now.
Actually, after seeing the quality of the T-shirt, I'm going to buy a couple more.
Lovely.
So it's but the thing is, the players have let him down. I mean, I get it. Not every manager is going to make every form change and this, that, and the other. But I mean, look what he's. I was talking with a friend of mine, and we were talking about it last night, and it was like, look where we're at with what he's got. Like, look where Pochettino's at compared to what he's got. Like, he's done. He's shown that he can be a good manager because he's gotten enough results that we're in sixth. When, let's be honest, we're probably not the sixth best team in the Prem,
Yeah.
but we're there. But the problem is the players. I was making a point that we have how many players from different managers, all the way back to Mourinho, Van Gaal, uh, Ole, everything like that. We haven't,
Jose.
Joe. I mean, we haven't changed anything, and I think that's the biggest problem. Like, I understand what Desi says. Like, you're not going to bring a whole team in. Granted, and I agree with Desi. I think that it's just after a game like this, the only thing that's going to save them if we go and we beat Liverpool, and that may save them a little bit. But the problem is that we're not going to think too highly of that idea. But
Yeah.
but the other thing is like a big change needs to happen, and honestly, I think a big change to happen would be Marcus Rashford's got to go.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna make a cultural change. It starts with the golden boy, as everybody puts on him.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to make a change. You got to get rid of them. You got to bring in players that are going to be hardworking, and put their head down and just. I hate to say it, but we're going to end up in
You're breaking up on us again there, lad.
Looks like he's talking from outer space or something.
But I agree with you. Chris, about Rashford. I think if you know the way Ten Hag got rid of Ronaldo when he first came in, and that was his kind of marquee fucking stamp of authority. I think if Ten Hag was to take over this Manchester United team in the summer, I think that's what he would do with Rashford. He would go, I'm not having you. You don't work hard enough. But unfortunately, Rashford gets a new fucking 4-year contract, and he's on 375 grand a week, whatever the case may be. I want to talk a little bit about the defence, Desi, for a minute, because fuck's sake, I mean, Varane comes off injured and Johnny Evans comes on for him. 10 minutes later, Evans comes off for Camboala. I mean, how much fucking more can we put up with it? You know what I mean? When it comes to, like, it's going to be young Camboala now that's playing against Liverpool on the weekend, surely.
Just that defense is just fucked.
Yeah. And
Look,
then we've got Wan-Bissaka
Johnny
playing
Evans
at left back
playing.
then
Does
as
that
well.
not tell? Look, as much as Johnny Evans is a great, fantastic professional, he served the club well. Jack, we have players that are past their sell-by date. End the story. Let's step into the truth. Casemiro, Varane. Like, I mean, Jack, Ericsson, get rid of all these. These need to go.
Yeah.
Let's not just talk about the defensive line. We'll rock it all over the pitch.
Yeah.
It bar a couple of good players.
Yeah.
The defense.
Desi, before you go any further, our old friend from the comments on the last video I was in the chat here, Newby, I see you have the Three Stooges back again. I see you weren't brave enough to buy a membership and come on
though,
yourself,
Jack,
old man. Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, Newby here has been supporting United for 66 years, I think. And just because he's older than everyone else, he thinks that he has more to say and didn't agree with anything we said last week. So I challenged him to buy a membership and come on as an official member and give his opinions. But I see he hasn't got the bollocks to do it. He just likes to hide in the chat there as always.
Not a good United fan, though, is he?
Sorry, Desi, there. Carry on there.
Oh, look. Yeah, no, look, Jack, I just personally... Do you know what really annoyed me, though, today as well? Ten Hag's comments, though, before the game. Saying, like,
I didn't hear him.
He was asked why was Rashford on the bench, and he gave his opinion. And we have to keep our bench strong. We've had a very strong bench over the last few weeks, and I'm sitting there going like, what? Who?
Yeah.
And then he comes out after certain games, Jack. I'm not really going after him here, but this is what I'm saying, where he's not doing himself favors. He's coming out after games saying that we played teams off the park when we got battered.
Yeah.
And then
it's a different feeling, because you know the way with Pep Guardiola specifically, it never gives out about his players in a press conference. This feels different though, doesn't it?
I don't know,
Like, I can understand why Guardiola, yeah, it's easy to do when you're winning games left, right, and centre and so on. But I agree with you when Ten Hag comes out, you're kind of going, are you all right in the head, lad? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, like that. Yeah, but like it just confuses me. I don't expect him to come out and say, "Oh, we were absolutely." He's never going to come out and say we were absolutely
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
He has to defend the team in some sense, but like, you know, he says it with some back into it that he really believes it. Like with a look in his eye, I'm sitting there watching him in some interviews, going, "You're definitely not seeing the fucking match I watched,"
Yeah,
and you were
yeah,
standing on the sideline.
yeah.
But look,
Um,
anyways, I'm probably going off topic. But Jack, look, I just think get the season done with. What Champions League football and all. I actually called on the show there a while ago that I'd nearly prefer just to be it, but just I know the revenue and all that, Jack. I totally understand. And how are we going to attract players? So let's see what players really want to come and for, not in the Champions League.
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
Do you
mean.
get me?
Yeah,
Let's see who really wants to play for Manchester United.
yeah, yeah.
You
No, I
know,
agree.
and wants to get us back into the Champions League. Then we'll
Yeah.
know where we stand.
I get you. I get you. Chris, any uptake on that? You know, do you think it would be beneficial to be a season without European football, or do you think we have to be in there? It looks like we're, you know, like I would rather be out of all Europe than playing the fucking conference division or the conference league. But, you know, what's your opinions on it?
I mean, monetarily we need it,
Yeah.
but do I think we deserve it? No. I mean, I'm just taken back, and it's just like we can't finish out a game, and it's we don't deserve it, to be honest with you. And I can't laugh at Spurs anymore for bottling stuff because we just did one. It's
Yeah.
just like I can't even make fun of anything. I'm getting blown up by my friend that's a Spurs fan, and he's just I'm like, and I just got to sit and take it. It's just like you're right, yeah, you got it. But
But you know what? Sorry, Chris.
yeah.
Wouldn't it not be more satisfying to a Man United supporter? Let's say we don't get into the Champions League, which is more than likely now, to see would players just come to the club for the history of the club and what the club stands for, instead of saying, I'm not going to use now, he's not in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But I might consider coming to these next year if he's get back in. But no,
Yeah.
we need you now to help us get back in.
Fans of the club.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
This
Ben,
bullshit behind
Go on.
I'm not coming to you. Oh, we need to be in the Champions League, or no players are going to come to us. Good. We don't want you then. We want to
Yeah.
see who really wants to get this club back to where it deserves to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben, what's your take on European football?
I don't think we deserve to be in it. It's same as that. Let's say we met 3 signings in the summer, big signings. Is that club good enough to be in the Champions League?
You want to put 0 behind that 3 before we fucking
Yeah, that's what I mean
have
now.
a
You're not going to
squad.
do it, are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Why not?
being out of it gives us a chance to get some young lads in that's hungry, get a team built, and let's go for it again.
I cannot believe we lost that game.
I
I
can't
can't
either.
believe we lost that fucking
No.
game. I mean, Jesus Mary. Fucking Joseph. Right, let me go down to some of these comments before we finish up here. Oshin says, just like to clarify, I am not Nubai. Reese says, where do you beat these? Oh no, that's in relation to Oshin. What defence? They're all in the medical ward, says Niall. I hate this team and Liverpool are going to smash us, says Shane. Paul says, as a Chelsea fan, I have to say the 2 penalties were very soft, but we'll take it. Unlucky lads. Look, Paul, you've always been straight as an arrow as a Chelsea fan, in fairness here. And you have been an official channel member of a United fucking fan channel as well, by the way. Let's never forget that. Oshin says, oh yeah, that's in relation to the question there. What else have we got? Luke says, bench, he said Diallo scored a winner and Mount scored off the bench and expects us just to accept the bench is now unbelievable. Danny says Rio and Gary hit the nail on the head about Rashford. He needs to leave. He's finished at Man United. He offers nothing and brings nothing to the team. Paul says no chance in the FA Cup, no chance in the top 4. What's all this conversation about if we get to an FA Cup final we're into the Europa League? I don't get that.
It's no one knows what they're doing.
All right, okay, well, we'll leave it for another day. So, Neverworld says, yeah, Desi, not coming to us for just the Champions League promise, but the passionate ones who want to fight and fight for us is what we need. Solid United fans. Dylan says, one game is good, then another is absolute shit. But Anthony's assist to Garnacho was brilliant. I thought Anthony played. I would give Anthony man of the match today. Now, I know it's probably hard to take it away from Garnacho, given the fact he scored 2 goals. But I thought Anthony was brilliant tonight. And, I mean, if he was only playing like that for the last 2 years, there'd be no questions about him. Box says, meaningless game anyway. Sunday is the important game. Well, it's not meaningless if you're going for a potential Champions League spot. And my old friend Tommy Clifford is in. Fuck you, Tommy, you fucking wanker. Tommy's a Liverpool fan, by the way. So yeah, you can all jump on Tommy there if you want. Lads, look, I think we'll leave it there. It's depressing enough fucking continuing to talk about this. I had loads of positive things that I have on my little notepad here on the screen, but I'm not fucking talking about any of them because it's not worth a shite. Fucking wankers, every one of them. Lads, look, thanks for joining. I presume you'll be around for the Liverpool game on the weekend anyway, so I presume I'll chat to you then, all right?
Yeah.
Cheers, lads. Appreciate
Catch you
it.
later.
Anyone else, guys, thanks a mil for watching. Do smash a like on the video on your way out if you haven't done so. We've only got 8 likes so far, so please do hit a like on the video on the way out. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. A fucking terrible ending to that game, but typical of this United squad, it has to be said. No character, no guts, no real hunger or desire. And they get what they deserve, which is sweet fuck all. I'll be back tomorrow morning for the news show. Until then, have a good night. Take it easy.